You've been around this team for a long time, seen a lot of instances involving the quarterback. What sort of impact does it have when the team sees a quarterback go down like that, and sort of the uncertainty of, oh, quarterback went down, now what?
Um, it was at the end of the game, so like evaluate it. Like we don't, you know what I mean? I don't, there's nothing like we can do, see what it is. And, I think especially when it happens at the end of the game, like no one knows. I don't even think some people probably kind of paid attention, because of the game. But obviously, key player, key part of what we do. So have to evaluate and see what it is.
Devin, you were able to sack Jackson 4 times and pick him off once, but would you consider it an unsuccessful day trying to stop this dynamic player?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing when playing against him. Like, stat wise, or I would say overall, it can look like you did some good things. But he changes games with a couple different plays, and some of those QB run plays at the end of the game were huge for them, changing the field, big gains. So that's the thing when you play against a team like this, an offense like this. We battled. We had some really good possessions. We had some good, I would say, back-to-back drives where we were able to get off the field. Like we had good moments, but it's against a team like this, an offense like that, is 60 minutes consistently of trying to show up and doing a good job with some of the sudden change opportunities we had. And I think one of the things we'll walk away just playing better in the red area.
Hey, Dev. You've dealt with plenty over your years in the NFL. I'm sorry if you were asked this. I just walked in, but we don't know Mac's physical condition, if things change, if something changes, just kind of how you rally around that team and just your level of concern for him.
Yeah, I mean, just have no idea. So I couldn't tell you level of concern or anything, because we have no idea if he would have went back in the game. Like we just don't know. So we evaluate to see what it is, and I think we'll get ready to go next week to go and play Green Bay.
Devin, obviously, Mark Andrews is a very good player. But what about the design of their offense, the way they use their tight ends and make the most of their various packages? He had a couple touchdown catches. Oliver had a touchdown catch. How difficult is it to defend them in a sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's an offense. I said it earlier in the week. It's like when you play the triple option in college. It's an offense that you don't see every week. So, it's the play action. It's the threat of the QB run. It's the pistol formations that you don't see all the time. And then it's the tight end streaking across the middle. You have so much to look at, and that's what makes it tough. And then you put a good player in the middle of it like Andrews, who's fast, puts a lot of pressure, I think, on the defense because of his speed at tight end. He's a bigger guy. So, especially in the red area. We always talk about tight ends show up big time in the red area. And just, I think Lamar Jackson is also more dangerous in the red area to run the ball and score. So that's why I said we'll walk away and just feel like if we could have just played a little bit better in the red area, turn some of those touchdowns into field goals, could have helped us out a lot.
Devin, obviously you don't know anything about Mac's injury, but can you just talk about his toughness?
Yeah, I mean, he showed up and is ready to go each week. And, obviously playing quarterback in this league, you take some hits. It's tough. So that's why you asked level of concern. Like, I have no idea because I know if he has something that he can go and play with, he's going to play with it. So we'll have to see what it is and go from there as a team. But, I think we'll continue to rally around, him. And I think we've always talked about it my whole time here. It's always a next man up mentality if it comes to that. But, I think, we'll wait and see what Monday and Tuesday look like. And, we'll get ready to go Wednesday for next week.
Follow up on your defense. Got to be a little frustrating in the sense that you limited the big plays. Today, this offense gets big plays, and you limited them, but you still weren't able to stop them.
Yeah, it goes back to the red area. When you play an explosive offense, you want to try to force them to drive the field, and you gotta show up in the red area when they do that. And like I said, they're gonna make some plays, and they did that. Andrews had a catch over me that was tough. Duvernay had a tough catch in the corner of the end zone. But I think just playing better in the red area, kicking field goals. You got to limit. You give up 37 points. It's going to be tough to win in this league.
Devin, you had some good words during the week about like seeing from afar Lamar's growth, since coming into the league and how he's gotten better. Do you see that in Mac? Were there moments in today's game that really, I don't know how much you're paying attention, but where you can see his, have you seen that arc with him as well? And do you think he's on that?
I do, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't evaluate Mac at all. I think for us, like you just said, we're playing against Lamar Jackson. Like if I'm wasting any time to kind of evaluate what Mac's doing, where he's at, it's gonna be even worse out there. So I think defensively, our task is each week. This week Lamar Jackson, next week's Aaron Rodgers. I think that needs to be our focus, and it has been. And I think that'll stay. That'll remain our focus. The quarterbacks are playing against, and leave Mac and the offense up, to him.
We've had a lot of attention on the way the game finished, but how nice was it seeing the jersey, seeing Vince get honored today during the game and over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean he's meant a lot to me in my career. Obviously, not even just him and his whole family. I've spent Thanksgivings there. I've spent different holidays with his family, hanging out, and he took me in just like a little brother. So kind of means I'm old that I played so many years with a guy that's now in the Patriots Hall of Fame. But it was cool to be able to be there yesterday. And, I know more than anything, he would have loved for us to get a win today. The dude's a true Patriot, but, tough. But obviously, like you just said, it's awesome to see a guy that meant so much, to a lot of guys' careers and to this organization be celebrated and honored the right way.